this is Adam Olson from AdamOlson.com. I'm here at Wings Martial Arts Academy in Trevose, Pennsylvania. Just want to go over some things today that we discussed in class. This is a quick review. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about single stick Sinawali, look at some basic 2-count, 6-count, 8-count drills, and just do a quick review of that. Sinawali is a Filipino term that means weaving or weaving pattern. So we're going to start off with just your basic 2-count. The 2-count, essentially, if you're using one stick, is really only 2 strikes. You're looking at angle 1 and an angle 9. If you're doing that on the opposite side, that would be angle 2. And I'm sorry, this is angle 2. And so it's angle 1 and angle 8, and angle 2 and angle 9. Sorry about the confusion. So if you're using just one stick, just angle 1. Alright, so that's your basic pattern. That pattern can be used in conjunction with another person so that you are clashing sticks. You can work the reversed angles as well with the one stick. So if it was just one hand, you could work 1, 8, 2, 9, and the reverse on the opposite side. Now, if you're going to do single Sinawali drills with 2 sticks, you would normally want to keep them chambered, starting chambered behind your neck in this type of position. If you're working on a bag, it helps if you keep a neutral stance at first just so you can kind of work the angles with your hands. So if I'm just going to work my basic 2-count, I can work my Sinawali this way. 1, 8, and back and forth, just like so. Always rechambering in this fixed position. Like so. Now, there are other patterns that you can work in. There is a cross pattern, a single loop pattern, and an X pattern, which basically works on how the sticks are working in conjunction with your body and in correlation to your opponent. So, if I'm using the same basic Sinawali pattern here, with the 1, 2, and I want to interject a single loop, it looks like so. The single loop is 1, 2, the stick will then loop up around the neck and strike again. 1, 2. Same thing on the other side. 1, 2, loop up around the neck. 1, 2. Now while you're doing that with both sticks simultaneously, it will look like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So on the bag, 1, 2, 2. Always looping around the head. That's the single loop. The cross looks very similar. You start chambered, but you end up in what's known as a closed position through the drill. You draw the stick, crossing the body, and then strike again. So it will look something like this. You'll go 1, 2, close. 1, 2, crossing the body. 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 On the bag, it looks like so. That's your cross pattern. The last of these single basic Sinawali patterns is the X, which can be a little confusing for people. The way I like to remember is it delegates one stick to striking or blocking high, the other stick to striking or blocking low. The pattern will look something like this. You'll strike 1, chamber, 2, down, rechambering the down stick, up high with your high stick, down, and then you're back in the same position again. Stick will chamber, 1 across, chamber behind the body, 2 down, chambering up, striking one high and down. On the back, looks similar to this, starting in your upward position. That's your X pattern. That's the basic Sinawali patterns. Now moving on to your 6-count pattern, it's also referred to as Heaven 6, also known as Earth 6, or just regular 6-count. It will look like this. I'll do these quickly because I don't want to take up too much of your time today. Your 6-count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. An easy way for you to remember how to practice this on your own. Quickly, it would look like something like this. To practice this on your own, the way I like to do this is you take your one hand first, you strike out, back to your shoulder, strike down. The other hand strikes out, back to your shoulder, and strike down. So, 1. Other side. In conjunction with each other. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, if you're thinking about hand out, back to your shoulder, hand out. The hand that's always going out and back to the shoulder and out will always be the hand that's on top. They will always alternate positions. So you'll have 1, back to the shoulder, and then back out. And then this hand will go on top. 1, back to the shoulder, and then back out. Again, 1, back to the shoulder, back out. 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 That's your 6-count pattern. The last pattern we went over today was the 8-count pattern. The 8-count pattern basically starts in a closed position from here. It basically joins your Sinawali 2-count, which we just looked at, and your 6-count. So what happens with your pattern is you start with your 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 5, you put your 2 back in again. 6, 7, 8. Again. 1. Use your 2 count. 2, 3, 4. At 5, you interject that 2 count. 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's your 8-count pattern. I'm going to leave it there today. It's a lot of information to dissect. We're here every Sunday at Wings Martial Arts Academy in Trevose, Pennsylvania. You can check them out at wingsma.com. You can check me out at adamolson.com or on Facebook, facebook.com/AdamOlsonCom. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, feel free to write me a little comment in my comment box, hit me up on Facebook, or